Hey guys, IceWire here, and today we are going to be talking about Dragon Age 4. Yep, that's right. It has been confirmed in the past 48 hours by BioWare that the fourth installment in the Dragon Age franchise is in the very early stages of development. And I'm rather worried for it. There was an article by Kotaku that released on January 24th announcing Dragon Age 4's production alongside some Anthem news, and with the information that Dragon Age 4 will have more live elements implemented into it. Here's an excerpt from the Kotaku article which talks about these live elements. The past year has been tumultuous for BioWare and involved some major changes to the studio. One was to reboot the fourth Dragon Age, which at the time was codenamed Joplin, according to two sources. The goal of those sources said was to implement more live elements into the game, although two of those sources stressed that this next Dragon Age will still have a heavy focus on characters and story whenever it does come out. Now I don't know about you guys, but live elements sounds to me a lot like a focus on multiplayer and microtransactions. And I'd prefer not to have any of that in my RPGs. People barely wanted the multiplayer for Andromeda, it seems, and Inquisition's multiplayer these days is pretty much dead. Add the current scrutiny against microtransactions kicked off by the Star Wars Battlefront 2 controversy, BioWare could be treading some mighty dangerous ground here. Luckily we got some good news. In an article a day later by PC Games, it relays some more information about these live elements. General Manager at BioWare, Casey Hudson, tweeted to say that they have received lots of feedback since the announcement of the game's existence, and says the following. Reading lots of feedback regarding Dragon Age, and I think you'll be relieved to see what the team is working on, story and character focus. Too early to talk details, but when we talk about live, it just means designing a game for continued storytelling after the main story. So this is great! The game will be focused on story and characters, and so it should be. And these live elements merely mean designing a game so that there's a story to be continued after the game's end. Now I'm glad to hear of this, however, I'm still afraid. Now what I'm afraid of in particular is that they won't take their time with the next installment of Dragon Age. I hate to beat a dead horse, but Mass Effect is one of their biggest franchises, yeah? And they rushed to release the next installment despite multiple issues within the game and behind the scenes. I played Andromeda on release day and I cannot express the feeling of disappointment and a general sense of what the fuck as I ran into all these game-breaking glitches and piss-poor animation. Now I actually liked Andromeda, believe it or not. I had a good experience with it, but I cannot lie. Those flaws are huge and they sealed Andromeda's fate. Now I'm more of a Dragon Age fan than I am a Mass Effect fan. It's one of my favourite RPGs. I adore Origins with all of my heart. I managed to enjoy 2, even with its, questionable quality. And I really loved Inquisition. So the thought of history repeating with Dragon Age 4 genuinely worries me. There could be a possibility of EA not learning from last time and pushing BioWare to hurry the release of DA4 despite it not being ready, making it another flop and pretty much killing off BioWare as they're a mighty thin ice already. Then again, EA and BioWare could have, and if they haven't I'd be very surprised, learned their lesson from what happened with Andromeda and the game is a success. Only time will tell and we won't know until its release. So those are my worries regarding the next Dragon Age 4 and the first bit of news covered on my channel about said game. What are your thoughts on this? Are you somewhat relieved to hear about these live elements not being microtransaction related? Are you still nervous for Dragon Age 4? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this, please hit the like button with all your might, and if you're new, consider subscribing. If you want to support the growth of this channel and our community, consider supporting me on Patreon. There's some cheap as chips options and some pretty cool rewards which all go to growing and supporting the content that you guys get to see all on this channel. And as always, it is IceWire signing off, and I'll see you introverts later next time on the channel. Have a lovely day / night wherever you are in the world. Bye!